Good evening. It's been a short while since I've made a video. I'm just going to make another video. This is going to be pickups, probably one of my last pickup videos for a long while, potentially, unless I can find anything outstanding. But in terms of bulk, there's probably not going to be any more large pickups because my wife's due next month, so I think it's kind of like the financial part of it and also the space part of it and then the time part of it. It's all not really, if selling off what I don't want, etc. It's going to be quite difficult to balance all of that up over the next few months with a new baby, and obviously my time and my mind will be elsewhere at that time. Anyway, like past 2 weeks since I made the last video, some E3 obviously happened and some awesome news. Like if I wasn't gonna buy a PlayStation 4 after that, like I'm a dead cert for buying a PlayStation 4 now. Fallout 4 and obviously Final Fantasy 7 remake, which is just like a nerdgasm. So that's totally blown my mind. So yeah, PlayStation 4 on the horizon. That'll be in a few months' time or later. I'm not really that fussed. I'm not gonna just dive in right now because there's nothing I could really say that I want for certain right now. Whereas if Fallout 4 comes out, I know that I want that, and I'll pay the price for the console just to play that because I love that series. Yeah, so I mean, like, I have exclusively retro here, but I did have an Xbox 360 in the UK, and I did play Fallout 3, Oblivion, Skyrim, so all of those Bethesda games. And also I did play Gears of War as well. I was a big Gears of War fan. And Fable, the Fable games, they were awesome as well. But yeah, not too many games on the Xbox 360. Anyway, it's pickups. It's a bit of pickups really, and I'm just going to get straight to it basically. So it's obviously staple diet GameCube games, quite a fair few. I've actually gone over for the Japanese GameCube. I've gone over the halfway mark now, so there'll be a separate video. Because I haven't even done a video about it, and I've been collecting hardcore, and I went past 100, and I thought about doing a video, and then I thought, well, there's only 284 or 286 games in the catalogue, something like that. So I thought, why not just wait till I get to halfway and make a video, because it would be just 40 more games, but it's still, not that much difference. Anyway. These are from lots, basically. I've just bought lots of games, and then some of them were singles. Anyway, it doesn't matter to you, but Biohazard. This is the first Biohazard game I've got. If you go into the shops here, they're everywhere, but I just haven't. They just haven't cropped up in a lot. A lot of the time, people probably sell them off separately because they probably sell faster, so they don't stick them in lots. But I can't remember where exactly I got this from. There's no instructions. It's in really nice condition. But no instruction manuals. It came with a memory card. I've taken it out to use it because my Japanese memory card's full, and that's not from. That's from just playing loads of games, and it asks you to save all the time at the beginning of the games. It's really annoying, actually. You've got the option to choose not to save, but half the time I'm just pressing A. I want to get through the title screen and stuff like that, and I end up saving files and. I can't be asked to wipe the files. I should probably, instead of using loads of memory card. Anyway, moving swiftly on. By the way, I thought I'd just mention that no game today. I'm playing Final Fantasy 11 official soundtrack. And this is a game that I played for a long time, Final Fantasy 11 online. And basically, I got the OST not so long ago, and it's quite a thing of beauty, really. It's got gorgeous artwork, and then it folds out, and then there's some double CD inside. I paid just 1,000 yen for this, so about $8 or £5, and that was delivered. Son came in again, told me he needed a poo, and that happened in the last video, I think, as well. So I don't know what's up with him. Anyway, Biohazard and the Final Fantasy OST box set thing. So just give you one little last flash of the artwork. Let's show it upright. Actually, it's really strange kind of artwork. It's quite a lot of their artwork's quite what's it called? What's the word for it? Abstract, I suppose, in a sense, because it doesn't really relate to the game in many ways. Like the Wings of the Goddess. Anyway, if you just look at the box art of some of their video games, I've got quite a lot. One day I'll do another separate video. But I need more OSTs and stuff like that, because I absolutely love the music from that game. Anyway, moving back onto Gamecube pickups and Biohazard. I got Harry Potter, and this is Gobletto, so Goblet of Fire, is it? Goblet of something, maybe. I gave this a whirl yesterday. It was quite... You play as the wizards, don't you, with your not fishing rods, fucking wands. With your wands, and you can fire projectiles at enemies, and also you can use magic to lift objects and stuff like that. I got Mario Tennis for the Gamecube. I absolutely adore this game, and I was addicted to it on the N64. I didn't know it had a Gamecube release until I came to this country. I started collecting for the Gamecube. The graphics are obviously better. It's got some cutscenes at the start and stuff like that, and it's just an absolute classic. It really is fantastic fun, and it's challenging to a point. It's like Mario Kart, kind of. It's kind of easy at the beginning, and then it's progressively harder. It's like all the Mario games are quite the difficulty levels, probably not too challenging for the average person, and that's why they work quite well. I think they've got mass appeal because they balance the difficulty level so well in Mario games, because they're really well thought out. Whereas a lot of games, most games are just shit in terms of difficulty level. They don't know how to balance it out. Something with Nintendo, that they're just able to balance the difficulty level out quite well. Jikyo Powerful Pro Yaku. Yaku means baseball in Japanese. Yeah, I've never played a baseball game. I don't like watching baseball, and I'm not going to play baseball games, so not my cup of tea. Zoids 3. This is quite popular. It looks like a mech game. So that's on the back of the box. Looks interesting, but again, I don't know much about it. Captain Tsubasa. So this is a soccer game, obviously, and Captain Tsubasa had lots of releases on the Super Famicom, and obviously must have moved on to the GameCube over here. And it's a soccer, if you like to call it soccer series, as you call football, but sticking with that theme. Disney Sports Soccer, so a Mickey Mouse soccer game. And this looks a bit like fun. Looks quite fun. But I don't know. I haven't played it. And will I play it? Maybe not. I don't know. See how I feel. Duel Masters. This is it Yu-Gi-Oh? Maybe? Is it Yu-Gi-Oh? I don't know. One of those sort of things. Anyway. But I really like this box art, actually. I like the colours. I think it's quite funky. Super Monkey Ball 2. I don't think I've got this. I think I've only got the first one. I'm pretty sure I don't have this. So happy to have this one, because these are really highly rated. Super Monkey Ball 1 and 2. It's got an instruction manual, registration, disc is fantastic. Yeah, it's Monkey Ball 2, so it's a really good puzzle game. I'll give that a spin when I can. Dance Revolution Mario. This obviously comes with a mat, which I do not own, and if I did, I would never use it because I hate dancing. I really do detest dancing, and I just find it so unnatural for me anyway. Just like moving your body, I don't know what it's all about. I don't get it. Pokemon Channel. This one, I bought these boxes separately, but I had the manuals and discs. Someone was selling these boxes as brand new, and they were brand new. So whether they're knocked off or whatever, I mean, I can't tell the difference. I've got genuine ones to compare these ones to. So I just cut the seals. I don't know why they were boxed and empty. Fuck knows. The guy got neutral feedback anyway. I thought they were brand new with games inside. It's a long story anyway. I ended up with 4 boxes instead of 4 games with manuals inside. But the boxes were mint, and I ended up having a couple of the games myself. So it wasn't too bad in the end. Pokemon Channel. I don't know what it's all about. Don't ask me. I just live here. Let's move down the way. I'm going to have to make another pile. Let me make it down here. Next one. No outer sleeve for this, but Zelda 4 Swords. Really cheap here in Japan, this game. You can get it for like a few quid most of the time. 4 or 5 quid, easy. So I can easily upgrade that in the future. Dream TV World Fighters. I bought this in a big lot off Yahoo Auctions, and this came brand new and sealed. And I really do not have... It was a collaboration between 3 companies, if you look there, Takara, Hudson and Konami. So obviously there must have been quite a lot of mascot usage there, you know, between the companies. And they didn't have enough characters maybe to share about, enough recognised characters maybe, like Nintendo does, you know. Like Nintendo has so many recognisable characters, they can make one of these battle games quite easily. I haven't played this, and I won't open it. I don't like opening new games. You know, some people don't mind. I don't like doing it. So I'll leave that like that. Next one. Medal of Honor, European something battle maybe. I liked it. I played this for a couple of hours. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was fantastic. Maybe some other people played it, don't agree. It's fairly easy, navigable in Japanese, and yeah, it's a great game. Quite hard to get hold of though in Japanese, to be honest. So that's my little boy shouting, little bastard. Right, okay. Now this is Pumpkin something or other, and this is. I ain't played this. I was supposed to play it the other day, and I pulled all these games out, but I forgot to put this one in. I ran out of time because I was playing Medal of Honor so much, actually. But yeah, I'm going to give this a whirl soon. It looks like a quirky little platformer. It probably had a Western release. I'm not sure. I don't know. Space Raiders. Now... Again, like I don't research games very much. I need to collect Gamecube regardless of if they're incredibly good games or average games. I'm collecting the whole set. So, but if you look at the back of the box, it looks like an awesome game, like open world, maybe a shooter. Yeah, it's just a glorified Space Invaders. So you just stand at the bottom of the screen and you shoot oncoming monsters. It's really lame and limited. It's such a shame. But I guess it was just made in that vein on purposefully to attract a certain crowd, and it's not the kind of game that I would give any more time to be honest. This is called Kajiwa or something. island, no Shima. So it's something or other. I don't know what it is. I never got to play it the other day because I was run out of time. But I think it's a Japanese exclusive. Really lovely box art. I love it. I think it's beautiful. Beautiful colours. I got this for 108 yen. I was on a little cycle ride. Cycled to the other side of town, the other side of the city. And it took me about an hour, some 45 minutes to get there. I wasn't planning to go to a recycling shop. Just went in there. Only game I bought, 108 yen, in fantastic condition. So, and I needed it as well. It was the only GameCube game they had in the cabinet as well. So it was kind of a real stroke of luck. Again, this was one of the 4 brand new box games that I, just a brand new box with no games inside. But luckily I had the disc, so I stuck it in there. But I don't have the manual. But obviously, needless to say, this is mint. The outer box, and then the disc is in decent condition, but obviously no manual. Is kind of needs to be upgraded in the future. Yeah, Bomberman Generation. I need this. It looks interesting. I mean, it looks like it's got 2 modes. So kind of like N64 versions of Bomberman. It's probably got some sort of open world adventure mode, and then the traditional battle mode, which is down the bottom there, which is cool. You know, I like both. I like the N64 versions. I remember giving them quite a lot of time. I need them boxed actually for the N64, but no rush to get them, to be honest. Pikmin, the first one. These 2 in particular are not in good condition, so not pleased at all. But, you know, they were really, really dirt cheap, so not going to complain. And they're easily upgradable in the future. But for now, they are mine. Another pro Yaku game, pro baseball game that I will not be keeping. That I won't be playing even. And then I've got Dobutsu no Mori, which is obviously Animal Crossing. But this is the box set that I got. And it came with lots of little extras and stuff like that inside. I don't even know what this is, to be honest. It's a card reader, but I don't know what its purpose is. So maybe someone could tell me what the card reader's for. Obviously reading cards, but what's the purpose for the game? Little boy's playing up. I had to go and have a little word with him. He's a good boy normally, but sometimes, you know, as kids do, they play up. Anyway, so yeah, going through the GameCube games, last of the Japanese GameCube pickups, and I guess they're saving the best till last. Definitely in terms of box art for me, and the box design, I love it. But Baten Kaitos, and this is obviously the big box version, really nice condition. There's a bit of pen on it, I think, somewhere, can't remember where. Oh, up there. But it doesn't bother me. It's in fantastic condition. Loads of screens on the back. Obviously, an RPG in Japanese is a minefield. But if you're a big fan of this game, then yeah, this is definitely worth getting just for the box design alone. This is embossed, this Cat and Baitos logo here, which is really nice. It's really fancy. I put the game in, loaded it up. A very visually beautiful game. So I was really keen to play it, but I couldn't make head nor tail of it. And for now, I want to get all of the Japanese RPGs in English, basically. So I want to get Baten Kaitos 1, 2, Skies of Arcadia, Mario RPG, Tales of Symphonia. There's some others. I want to get Twilight Princess in English. There's lots I need to get in English. Lots of games I need to get in English. But mainly I'm going to start with the RPGs because I'm a big RPG player. So that was the last of the Japanese GameCube. In the same lot I got some English GameCube games, which was a really nice surprise. And I've had some great fun playing them actually as well. Like, it's been a refreshing change to see menus in English, to be honest. And obviously for the price it costs me, if I want to import a game from America to Japan, it costs me like $17 for one game to be posted from there to here. Like, it's just fucking ridiculous, you know. It's how much I could buy over here with $17. I could buy like 20 games for $1. Not all outstanding titles, but you know, I could probably buy more than that with $17, and that's just for the postage. Then the games are really expensive as well. It just gets out of hand for me personally. Obviously, if I was earning the British pound still, it wouldn't seem so hefty. But $17 is a hell of a lot of money. It's like £12 anyway. It's roughly about £11, some £12, which is a hell of a lot of money to get one game posted over from America. I don't know what's wrong with their postal system. It must be completely inefficient, or American sellers are not given the correct postage cost, or they're using the most expensive. I know that they're using the obviously tracked because they want to protect themselves with PayPal. So that's fully understandable. I'd do the same, but competitiveness kind of is difficult to deal with to include tracking with everything. So anyway, moving fucking swiftly on. First of the English games, Rogue Squadron 2, Rogue Squadron Leader 2. Brilliant game, fantastic. Had amazing amounts of fun playing this already in the short time that I played it, a couple of hours. Just fantastic. The missions were brilliant, really well made. Can't wait to get Rogue Squadron 3. Really hard games to find in Japan. Very difficult indeed to find Rogue Squadron 2 and 3 in good and complete condition for a good price. So great game, yeah. Second game, Rayman 3. This is a 3D Rayman, and I've never played a 3D Rayman. I've played 2D Rayman. I've got one for the Saturn, which I thought was really well made. You know, these sort of come from the era of Earthworm Jim and stuff like that, when platformers were very quirky and fun and straightforward to a certain extent, but just they perfected 2D platformers at that point, didn't they? You know, and then it moved into 3D, and it was a whole new concept to grasp for me. Anyway, I know it's the same thing but in 3D, but it's not, is it? It's not. 2D was completely different, had a completely different feel. So yeah, platformers kind of just went weird when they go 3D. So I think there still should be a market for 2D platformers, I think, but nobody seems to do them anymore, which is a shame. Real shame. Anyway, I've yet to play that. This is a classic. All these, by the way, no manuals. I don't know what happened, but no manual. So Metroid Prime, no manual. But this is really highly rated. I've never ever played this. I don't think I have. But I look forward to playing this. So I've just I better not give that secret away yet, should I? Anyway, moving swiftly on. Pikmin 2. This is really quite not difficult to get hold of, but popular. But obviously, these are all the American versions. I can't play PAL anymore. But yeah, Pikmin 2. I gave this a go. I played it for about an hour. I only gave it an hour. I did a few things like moving aliens and growing the seeds and then popping them up and stuff like that, and then moving your units and then standing on the newspaper bags, the paper bags, and making them drop and stuff. And I'm sure it gets better. But yeah, I'm sure there's more to it. Obviously, it must progressively get more interesting and more fun. I know it's really highly rated and highly loved by... it has a strong cult following anyway. But yeah, I enjoyed it, so I'm not going to knock it at all until I know more about it. But it was good. Starfox Adventure. I've played this before in the Japanese version, and it's kind of like a platformer. I think you fly planes. I never got that far, but the first starting couple of hours at least was just me walking around with. I think his name's probably Starfox. I don't know, but oh, his name's Fox McCloud, of course. But a decent enough game. I didn't think it was too bad. Starfox Adventures. That's my Zelda. I've had that before. Zelda Wind Waker. And last one, Mario Party 4. Well, I've got the Japanese one down here. So let's do a little comparison quickly. Artwork comparison. Let's see. What? They're exactly the same. Oh no. Okay, let's put that back. Okay. Yeah, and again, no manual, but Mario Party 4. I don't like Mario Party games. Anyway, I just haven't got the time to invest in them. So that was the American Gamecube games that I got, and really, obviously, pleased to get some actual games in English for once and get to play through. Only a couple of them so far. I will get round to playing. It's really hard to find time, to be honest, but I will get round to playing more as soon as I can. I'll definitely have more time now that I'm easing up on the pickups, because I did spend a lot of time just like internet shopping as well, like many hours. So now I can sort of ease up, relax a little bit more, play more games. These, I think I got most of these last month, and I could have showed them in the last video, but I forgot. But they are OG Xbox games. This one it's a game. I don't know what it is. I can't read that for love nor money. But it's a Capcom game. Someone probably knows what it is, the English equivalent. Is it Onimusha? I don't think Onimusha was released on the Xbox, was it? Looks interesting. I think I paid 108 yen for it anyway. This one I was really pissed off about. I bought these on an app here. It's the American version. So I thought it was a Japanese one. So I really need the Japanese one. It's complete and in nice condition, but I want the Japanese one. So, but you know, I've got some Street Fighter games for the Xbox now, but that means nothing really. I mean, most people, if you've got the OG Xbox, have got it modded with all sorts of emulators and stuff like that. So really, in terms of fighters, this will probably be the bottom of your list if you've got an original Xbox with loaded up with coin ops or MAME. Anyway, moving on. Silent Hill 2. Never got into the Silent Hill series. I don't know if this game's playable in English. Looks beautiful though, absolutely stunning. Like the screens on that are really not charming, I suppose. What's the word? Really good. I suppose good is a good word. But fantastic for the time. They're really good visuals, fantastic visuals. So I can't wait to get an original Xbox and give that a try. See if it's in English. It might be in English. Panzer Dragoon Auto. This is really highly rated. I don't know why, but I'll find out why. I think I might have shown this, but I don't know. UFC. Dino Crisis 3, might have shown this already as well. And then Otogi. Don't know much about this game. I want to get an OG Xbox, but I'm holding out because, like, I want to get it with. I want to research emulators and the dashboard, which dashboard to get and stuff like that, and see if I can learn to do it myself. I suppose, but if I can't, well, I could if I put enough time into it. Anyone can do anything, to be honest, but I'd need to. It would have to be a Japanese Xbox and then work with it that way, and I don't know what. I don't know. Anyway, so but yeah, I look forward to getting a Japanese Xbox anyway and playing these games from the start. So, but that's a while off now. Definitely a while off. Oh, I've got no space in it. Anyway, along with that lot, the Gamecube game, like I forgot to say, but I got an action replay as well. Not a big action replay user, or never really got into codes and stuff like that, and breaking the game and getting the most powerful weapon seems a bit lame. Kind of when I did that as a kid, if I ever did it, used codes and stuff, I'd normally stop playing the game after that, because it just felt like you just defeated the game and you just like it took all the fun out of it. So I tried to avoid doing that. Anyway, next one is flagging a bit here. Super Famicom pickups, which were really, really, really light on the ground, but I managed to bag Super Metroid for 2,000 yen, so not cheap. Bit of a knock there as well, but the manual is in fantastic condition. Cartridge also in really nice condition. You know, it's got that glisten and like no corners upturned and stuff like that. Manual also fantastic. Box is in really good condition. It's just that knock that gets on my nerves. But yeah, I mean, for how much was it? 2,000 yen, so about $17, which is about 13 quid. It's not bad, and you can play the game fully in English. So it's and I gave it a go. I played it for 3 hours. And I've played it before as a kid, but I couldn't get anywhere as a kid. And I got further in 3 hours than I ever did as a kid. So I was quite... But it's a bit of a head fuck, to be honest. Like, it's just like endless travelling, like going up platforms and down long... Like going sideways for a long time and then going to a different section and going back and getting something. It got a bit too much, and then the music, and then it's a bit claustrophobic. So I had to switch it off in the end. It was getting late, and I was just thinking, I want to play something else. And I popped into a eco mall. The last two items are both from eco malls, which are an offset of book off and hard off. But they're much smaller. But they're supposed to be like budget, but they're not. A lot of their stuff's really overpriced. Sometimes though, you get a good deal. So 2 weeks ago I went to one. They're two different eco malls, but I went to one and I got this for 1,200 yen or 1,300 yen, but it was in really good condition, and it was complete, and I've been playing it, so it's the guns in the tray down there, and it even had the cardboard lid for the polystyrene box to go over everything. So, and the paperwork is in fantastic condition. Lethal Enforcers. It's actually a decent game. It's not bad at all. I mean, the gun is not very accurate in my opinion, or maybe my gun isn't, or maybe my TV isn't. I don't think it's a TV. But I just think it was just a primitive light gun game, and maybe it was just, you know, a little bit screw with. But it was really fun to play, in my opinion. It wasn't bad. It wasn't fantastic. It was just good. It's a good game, Lethal Enforcers. So, well, it's not bad at all. Now today, I went out, and obviously not buying lots. So I just said to my wife, I want to get out of the house, give me some money. So she said, don't buy video games. I said, okay, I won't buy video games. Of course. So first thing I did was go to Eco Mall and check out the video games, of course. And I was there last week, and I was about to drive past. Because I just looked at it and I thought, oh, I went there last week. There was nothing there. I mean, there was nothing. There's hardly anything there ever. But Tenchu 3 was there for the PS2, and I'll pick that up sooner or later. But it's 300 yen. But I went in and went back through the games again and looked down, and then I went over to my son, looked at the games, and then I was about to leave, so I went back, looked for my son who was running around, and then I thought, oh, I'll just go back and have another look, just double check, you never know. So I was double checking the games. I looked up on the shelf in front of me, because I was looking down at the games, which are on like 1, 2, 3, 4 shelves. And I was looking at the bottom shelf, the first shelf, and the second shelf. But the fourth shelf, which is just above eye level, had some consoles on it, and like Wii's, brand new consoles. Like, I mean, They're not even current gen, but last gen consoles and stuff like that, like nothing to blow your mind. Like, you know, there's shitloads of them everywhere. But I just couldn't believe what I saw just sitting there. And for the price, it was absolutely staggering. And to be honest, I haven't even unwrapped it. Fuck me! I just bit my own lip. Cunt. Alright. Here we go. So, a Super Famicom Junior. Now, if you look at the price, that's 2,880 yen. That is about $25. I think someone else worked this out for me. It's about 17 quid. Oh god, that really hurt. I've got an ulcer there, so that really, really hurt. Not much fun. So I'm going to open it for the first time now. Now, it said that everything's included, controller and power adapter, and maybe the instructions, but it would say if the instructions weren't, to be honest. But why is it 2,880 yen for a Super Famicom Junior? Now my thinking is that it's because the console's completely yellow, and I would not be surprised if that's the case, because they're not stupid really, these places. They know that this stuff's worth money, because everything else is priced up just above what it should be going for, or much more than what it should be going for in these places half the time. So I'd be surprised if this is in good condition. But here's hoping. If it's not in good condition, I'll sell it. If it's in good condition, I'm keeping it. If it's really white, the console, the manual's there and stuff. Let's find out though. So let's unslide this bad boy. Let's take this off. I want to keep this bag, so I'm gonna just take it off. Alright, so let's have a little look inside. So here's the knob, the nib. The box is in fantastic condition. Let's see, what have we got here? Oh, wow. That's really nice. That's really nice. Fuck me, that's beautiful. I don't know if you can see it. Oh, I better just get it out, eh? So that's the console. That's in beautiful condition. Holy shit. There's one little speck there, a couple of little specks, a few little specks. But it's not, you know, it's nothing, really. This is hardly being used. I don't know if you can see that. There's no corrosion at all. Pad, a bit of tape that went over there. You can see some residue that went, because these don't say Super Famicom, because this is not a Super Famicom, of course. So this is the original controller. So if this isn't included, it's a bit of a bastard, because it's hard to find a replacement, because this has got a pressed Nintendo logo rather than a Super Famicom. I've got Super Famicom controllers there, but I can't be asked to get it. Oh, no, I use an American one. And then the AC adapter in its box and everything. So really, this is in fantastic condition. Fucking blown away. I mean, for the price, it was ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. I'm just going to stick that on top of that, like that. Boy's playing up again. So yeah, and then the manual as well. That's pretty crisp, AC adapter thingy majiggy. So all the pamphlets and stuff and the manual. I'm really happy with that. I'm fucking ecstatic with that. That's, for the price, it's ridiculous. So yeah, that is the end of a video, and in the future I shall be doing different types of videos in the near future, because there won't be any more big lots of pickups anymore. So one more little look at this. There's a rip on the box there where something's come off. I think it must have been on sale somewhere else or something, I don't know. But how somebody priced this up for £17 or $25 is absolutely beyond me. That's a proper score. That's a score and a half. I never thought I'd get one because I just thought they were out of my price range. Because here they go for about 10,000 yen in this sort of condition. Someone might try, even on Yahoo auctions, you might get it for about $100, and on an eBay you might get $150, $160 for something like this. But there's no way I'm going to sell that, not in a million years. So that is a really nice, impressive condition. So that's and you know, anyway, that's the end of that. So hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I'll try and get another video up soon. Take care. Bye bye.